going here. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if it lets me. There we go. There we are. Hi guys. Just getting organized. Okay, wait a minute. Why is that not working? So now it is. That's strange. Hi guys. Hang on a second. I'm trying to organize my camera. Hang on. I guess it's not working right here. Hang on. Okay, hang on. There we go. Okay.
Here's how you look.
Okay, I fixed it. I just had to switch cameras. Too much stuff.
Okay.
Hi guys, how are ya? Let me just move my little chair and get more organized. So, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Letters from Spirit. I am just got to get organized here just a second here because things are becoming different. So hang on, I got to make it.
I'm so hidden behind it. You all can't see.
I have Gia behind a big screen and she's like trying to pop over the screen. She's like, you're like that kid, like over the.
Yeah, if you could only all see this.
OMG. Hey guys. So happy Monday, last Monday of September. It's always, that's exciting. So I'm excited to be here. Hope you guys are. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. You guys do anything fun? I have a question actually for any of you guys that are really good with dogs. My dog, love her to pieces, golden retriever. She wakes me up every morning at 4:50 a.m. She comes, she wakes me up and she wants me to lift her and put her on my bed. So, I love her and everything, but I get up at 5, but I kind of really want that 10 extra minutes. So I don't know what to do. So,
while they're answering, I can help you with that.
What do I do? How do I teach my dog to stay in her bed until 5 a.m.?
Oh, that's not going to happen.
I don't get it. It's like it's almost like she's making sure I don't wake up late for meditation.
Well, Chanel used to. We had a little bit before we first got her, and she would have accidents in the house, right? And she'd be up, prancing around.
Yeah.
The minute I put her on my bed, that was the cure. Never had an accident.
Oh, they
again.
love the bed, right? They love it.
She wants to be in the bed.
She wants to be in the bed.
That's my answer.
But like, why at 4:50 every morning? Like every morning, like clockwork. 4:50. She's extremely scheduled and routine.
So. Get doggy stairs. That's what Heather said. Get a set of doggy stairs.
Yeah, or like these little ramps,
or
right?
Ramp.
Like
that's what Melissa
thinking
said.
It's like, oh man, it's like one more thing in that room. I might have to because it's really I want her on the bed. I don't care. I just don't want her waking me up at 4:50. Anyway, okay, maybe the ramp. So I don't know if there's any.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
You know what they say, like when you have kids, like when they're babies, you have to condition them when they cry in the middle of the night to kind of let them cry a little bit to kind of work through that. Anyway.
That seems to be the response you're getting.
All right.
So what'd you do this weekend? Well, we're doing a roll call here. I see people are already checking in. Yeah. Also, if it's your first time joining, let us know as well, because then Monica later can kind of give you a little bit of background on Edgar and her spirit guide and how she derives at the letters. So
exactly.
Let us know if it's your first time here.
Yeah, let me know if it's your first time here. So this weekend, I love dogs. I love dog videos. I love everything dogs. And it was really cute. This weekend, I was walking up in the hills. I didn't have my phone with me. And there was this really cool old-fashioned car that drove by me, like super antique-y, vintagey, super cool. And the guy driving it was a convertible, and the guy driving it had a dog that was kind of like a shaggy kind of dog, and he had one of those old-timer like little pilot helmets on with the goggles. Hanging out of the window. I wanted to go take a picture. I'm like, dang it, I don't have my phone. That was so cute. That was like made my day. That was just the cutest thing ever. That little old-fashioned like pilot helmet with the goggles on the dog with the shaggy fur. It was the best in his face. It was just the best. Anyway, I missed it. But anyway. So, what about you guys? What'd you guys do?
I'm going to do a little roll call if you're ready. I'll just kind of tell you who's checking in already.
Yeah, let's do it.
Melissa's here.
Hey, Melissa.
Charlotte from Ohio.
Hi, Charlotte.
Lindsay.
Hey, Lindsay.
Carrie says, hey, Monica.
Hi, Carrie.
Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Chris from Oklahoma.
Hi, Chris.
Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly.
Pam.
Hi,
Pam
Pam.
Foreman. I'll say it.
Hey,
Sometimes
Pam.
we get a couple.
How are you?
Jonah.
Hi, Jonah.
Could be Jonna. Could be Jonna.
It's Jonah.
Okay. Cheryl. Hello from the OC.
Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Cheryl from the OC?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Neighbors.
Yep. Joyce says, hi, Monica and Gia.
Hey, Joyce.
Carrie Hoper wants you to know she created a sacred space for meditation. She's so excited.
Yay! Carrie was in my meditation workshop this weekend.
We're going to talk about that, right? After we'll call you talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
Okay. Heather, Mon.
Hey, Heather. Thanks for joining.
Crystal.
And
let's see.
Crystal, you're so sparkly,
yeah.
right?
Kim.
It's a pretty name, Crystal. Who? I'm sorry, who?
Kim is here. Kim Millwood.
Hi, Kim.
Vicky is here.
Hi, Vicky.
Anne.
Hi, Anne.
Kelly Cowens from See Me.
Hey, Kelly. I love that you tell me like what city you're from because it helps me connect if there's multiple Kellys or Pams or Vic. I know kind of which one you are.
Exactly.
So I love to know your city.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Evie's here.
Hi, guys. Hi, Evie.
Let's see. Heather's here.
Hi, Heather.
And then Dara, first time on.
Okay.
For Dara.
Hi, Dara. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here.
Beth Ann, also first time here.
Okay. Hi, Beth Ann. Thank you. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed today.
And then Kimberly Rosenberry, also her first time.
Hi, Kimberly. Thank you. Wow, another new one. Good.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love when they let us know that.
I know. I really do. I so appreciate that because it kind of helps me because if you haven't been on, some of us have been on from the very beginning. And so they're really aware of the process and the letter and all that kind of stuff and who the guides are and all that. But for you guys that are new, I want to give you an opportunity to understand what that is. So I appreciate it when you let me know if you're new so I can kind of take a minute or two to explain what's going on around here.
Let's see here. Okay, we've got Kat Kramer says hello.
Hi, Kat.
Paula Stringer's here.
Hi, Paula. Paula's from Texas.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
wait.
she didn't.
She's Texas.
I don't know. She didn't say. She just said hi, Monica and Gia. So hello.
Hi.
Elisa from Muncie, Indiana.
Lisa from Indiana. Hi there, honey.
Okay, you have a niece. Is it Adrienne?
Hi,
she's Auntie Monica.
Hi, darling. She's in Aruba.
Oh, wow.
How are you, darling? Thank you for chiming in, honey. Love your pictures. Beautiful.
Cool. Kathy K from Wisconsin.
Hey, Kathy. Nice to see you here.
Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine.
Lana from Sparks.
Hi, Lana.
Lana
Sparks, it's Nevada, right?
That's Nevada.
Okay.
Evie said she's seen the same kind of dog with the goggles, old fashioned on a
you
motorcycle.
Did you see that too?
It was an old, probably with a sidecar.
That guy probably must have that and that old car because it's probably the same guy because Evie lives in the same area as I do.
But it is.
Yeah.
Paula is
Love it.
Paula is from Houston. You are right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Dottie Grant's here.
Hi, Dottie. How are you, honey?
Heather Mon, it's also her first time from Massachusetts.
Oh, hey, Heather from Massachusetts. One of my besties lives there. Love Boston. She's in Williamsburg or Wilmsburg or
I don't know.
Somewhere out there. Yeah.
Denise Fontana, South Carolina.
Hi, Denise.
Courtney Goodspeed, also her first time joining.
Oh, Courtney, hey, how are you? Thank you for coming on. Thank you. Thanks for giving us your time tonight. Thank you for that. I know there's a lot of things you guys could be doing. And so I love that you are wanting to come in and kind of like check it out and, get a little inspired by, the letter tonight and chit chat. So love it. Thank you.
And we've got, let's see.
Okay, good.
Oh, Lindsay Marshall said she was in your meditation workshop Saturday. It was wonderful. And again, I know you're going to talk about that next. So
Hi, Lindsay.
Let's see. Mary from Lancaster.
Mary from Lancaster. Oh, hi, Mary. How are you? Wait, is that Mary that did the group?
Foreman?
Did we do a group reading together? Is that Mary?
I'm not sure. Maybe she'll let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
Your niece says you're amazing and loves you. Big kiss from Aruba. Martha Alfaro, also her first time.
Hi, Martha. Thanks, you guys. Love.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Vicki from Missouri.
Vicky from Missouri. Okay, hello. Is it getting cold yet, or is it really warm there still?
I bet they're into fall, or they
Yeah.
jump into winter. I don't know.
I would think so. I think it probably changes quick, huh?
Yeah, probably.
It's like slow changing in California.
Yeah.
But you guys really
feel
have
like
seasons.
Fall's coming. I mean, it's been warm, but
it's
I feel
it's
fall.
I thought it was more like last week. It kind of got hot again.
Yeah.
So
I think it's gonna warm up
anyway,
again this week.
Yeah.
Okay, Sally from Northern California.
Hi, Sally.
And let's see, Cat Marie, Camarillo.
Hey, Cat.
Brenda.
Cat, do you like Cat or Cat Marie? How should I? Is it Cat or Cat Marie?
Well, it's Cat Marie.
It's Cat Marie,
but I don't know if that's. She might go.
I think she probably goes by Cat.
Brenda from Ohio.
Hey, Brenda.
Patty Morris says hello.
Hi, Patty.
And
nice to see you here.
Vicky,
nice to see you all here.
Yeah, Vicky says it is getting cold.
It is.
They're already getting cold.
Yeah, it is. You know, my son lives in Colorado, and like a couple of weeks ago, the first week of September, they got snow. And I'm like, what? And now it's like 80 degrees. That's Colorado for you, right? The weather's always like flip-floppy.
Yeah.
I used to work in Colorado. It was always flip-floppy. It's like, it's freezing and now it's totally sunny and warm. What? Anyway.
We've got a few more checking in here.
Okay.
Hita from Los Angeles. Hita.
Hita.
And then we've got Teresa. This is pretty funny. First time calling in from Burning, California. You are so right.
Love that.
Stephanie, Massachusetts.
We're silly over here.
Yeah.
Stephanie from Massachusetts. Hey, Stephanie. How you doing, girl?
Lori, Westlake Village.
Lori. Hi, Lori.
And
Sherry,
thanks for
coming on again.
Michigan. So yeah,
Michigan. We got a lot of people from all over the place.
Yeah, we do. And you've got a lot of new people actually.
And a lot of new people. Good. Wonderful.
So
okay, good.
Wonderful. Exciting.
Oh, no pressure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so thanks guys for all chiming in. I always like just to take a couple of minutes to just welcome everybody and say hello, and thank you all for coming on and sharing this time together. You know, I always say that this is a time where we kind of help uplift each other. This is a wonderful place to kind of be here for each other. So know as you comment and others read your comments, understand and know that, you know, we're always kind of lifting each other up. So you know, we're all teachers, and we all can share something, you know, even through just the comments of, you know, through these nights, and we all kind of coming in and being there for each other. So thanks for that.
You know, I was just going to say, and also if you enjoy, because I know we have a lot of returning folks, and we have, you know, by all means, share this on your Facebook page. Share it with your friends. Yeah. If you think it would be a benefit.
Yeah, if you like it,
I mean,
share it. Tell a friend or tell a family member or share it on your page. Would love that. You know, love to spread the positivity here. And, you know, there's so much negative stuff going on around the world. It's just, I just want a place where we can all be kind of uplifted. So, you know, that's my goal.
Some more new ones. It looks like Summer. I'm sorry. Okay. Summer's also new. She just chimed in.
Hi, Summer.
Yeah, so the first time on, and then Pamela is on. She said it's 103 in Van Nuys right now. So much for that fall I was just talking about. Yeah, you know, I was in Westlake this morning. I stayed overnight. I see my mom. I take care of her. I kind of go visit with her, and so I stay over, and then I drive back. And it was really foggy in Thousand Oaks and Westlake this morning up until about like 10. And then it started to get really warm, and then I drove back here. But anyway, 103 got warm. So much for that fall.
So much for that fall.
Yeah,
I think we're still very much in summer around here.
So, hey, can you tell us about that meditation? I want to hear about the meditation workshop.
Yeah, so we did this meditation workshop, and I told everyone, you know, on it that, you know, I just want to share things that I learned through meditation that has helped me have a really wonderful practice, because I believe that it's really transformational. It certainly transformed me, and it really worked in my personal development and my transformation. And so it was a great workshop. It was great. And I keep them in small groups so we can all kind of really have a cozy environment. And it was great. It was fun. I really had a ball doing it. And I think everybody liked it. And they got a good deep meditation and learned a lot. So fun. Yeah, I love doing it. So it was good. So I did that Saturday. And then Sunday I did readings all through the morning. And then I went and had lunch and cocktails with my girlfriend in the afternoon. And then went and saw my mom.
Yeah. And my mom.
That was my weekend.
I had my mom for a week.
Yeah, Gia. I met Gia's mom this. When did I meet her? Friday, Thursday,
last Friday,
Wednesday. When did I come? Friday. Yeah. So met her mom. That was lovely. So all right, guys. So let's see. What are we going to be doing today? What we're going to talk about. Our letter today from Spirit is: are you standing on the sidelines in life? And so I really loved the letter, I thought it was really nice. And so, and there's always droplets of positivity that comes in and encouragement. And so there's several people that are new a little bit. So I just want to kind of take a minute and just explain that these letters are channeled letters. I'm a medium, and as a medium, I foster reconnections for my clients on the, who have loved ones on the other side. And so part of being a medium is I do that work where I foster those reconnections for my clients with those on the other side. And I kind of make this reunion again. And we have these lovely sessions, and they're like 1-hour readings. But also a part of what I do as a medium is I have this lovely little ability to actually connect with my guides. And I taught a workshop on spirit guides, and you guys all have them. But I have this wonderful team. I call them my Spirit Dream Team. They're a collective group of 11, and they are known as Edgar. And they came in real strong and started to work with me, said they wanted to teach with me back in 2016. And so I had been channeling with them since 2016. We wrote a book together in 2017. It's called Destination Self, Navigated for You with Love by my spirit guides. And then they started voice channeling with me. And so it's been this wonderful unfolding. So it's just another way that I get to use my mediumship. But with my mediumship, when I do readings, it's all about my clients and their loved ones and bringing in the loved ones and fostering these reconnections. And when I do the letters with the guides, it's all about us and our life. And they all want to kind of help us a little bit forward. They kind of like to guide us and give us some guidance on how to maybe step into our days a little bit better, to have more joy and more happiness, find purpose, create some passion within us, and get those engines going. And each week is a different letter, and I channel it, and then I transcribe it, or they write through me. So they either write through me or they speak through me. And this letter tonight is where they actually spoke through me, and those letters tend to be a little bit longer, and then I have them transcribed, and then I read them to you. And but every letter is about our path. It's about helping us on our path. It's always positive. It's always about encouragement, and it's always a little bit motivating. And they teach in a very simple, practical way. And for any of you guys who have been on here all along, maybe if you want to chime in on a comment or something, for any of those that are new, and maybe share a quick experience that you have in regards to the letters from Spirit every Monday night, because it might be helpful for those that are chiming in that are new. Anyway, but every week is a new topic. And so tonight is going to be, are you standing on the sidelines in life? So that's going to be our topic. But I want to kind of talk a little bit about mediumship, because, I always get a lot of questions, and people who are new to mediumship or are wanting a better understanding, because it is work that I do. I always like to sometimes share what goes on with the spirit world and messages. I always tell you they have an agenda when they come forward. And this week was very interesting because there was an absolute theme that went on this week with my clients. I had client over client over client over client that had very profound messages from people in their life that they knew like 30 years ago. Because a lot of times, when you get readings, you think your loved ones are going to come in. You want your loved one to come in, a specific person, and they do. But what happened this week is their loved ones came in, but there was always this person from way back in the past that actually came in and gave a really profound message to my clients. So I thought I'd share just a couple with you, just real quick and brief, because I don't want to spend too much time on it. But I just wanted you to understand that the spirit world have an agenda, and they know what's going on in your life. And sometimes it'll be somebody from your way past who will actually come forward to kind of help you along in your life a little bit, and to give you a message to kind of help you forward a little bit. And sometimes you think it's a loved one or a family member, and it is, but sometimes it's even someone you don't expect. And so that's what I want to share. So I had a reading with this woman, and I'm never going to say names, obviously. So, but I had this woman that I did a reading over Zoom, and I said, I have a gentleman here, and I feel it was a man that you dated, and I want to go back like 30 years. I want to go back 30 years. This is a man that you dated like 30 years ago, is what he's making me aware of. And I want to say, too, that this gentleman would have passed drug related. And I know this from this man. He makes me aware that he would have passed drug related. Would you understand that? And you have a boyfriend from the past. And she thought a minute. She says, yes, I do. I do, like 30 years ago. And I'm like, perfect, that's about right, because I said a long time ago. And I said, okay, well, what he wants to talk about here is he's talking about how he had a big struggle in life, and he had a lot of ups and downs, and he had a lot of struggle and turmoil in his life. Would that make sense with this boyfriend that you dated? And she says, yes, absolutely. And you would understand he passed from drugs. Yes. I said, okay. Well, he's really wanting to kind of come forward here because he wants to talk about somebody that's in your life, that there's somebody very close in your life, very, very close. And they're saying that that person needs some attention, and that that person in your life needs some strong attention, they don't want them to slip. They don't want them to slip. And so he's coming in to say that this person needs attention. They need focus. They need to have your eye on them, and they need like supervision. They need to be watched, is what they kept saying, this man. And I said, would you understand somebody very close to you? And I felt who it was, but who he was referring to, but I didn't want to say the word. And I said, would that make sense to you, a person like that? And she says, yes. I said, who is that? And she says, my son. And I said, you would understand why your boyfriend from 30 years ago is coming forward here, who would have passed from drug overdose or passed from drugs, would do this. And she says, and would want to warn you or to help you keep your eye on your son. And she says, my son just got out of rehab. And I said, wow. So there you are. So here was a man who knew her in her life and wanted to give her this wonderful message to say, just keep an eye on him and pay attention to him so he doesn't slip. And so, and because he had, had trouble with drugs, and he was giving a little bit of a little helpful little nudge for her to keep an eye on her son, who just got out of rehab. So isn't that amazing? I found that to be really, really beautiful if you think about it. Then I had another person, and I said, I have another person here, another client. I said, I have a person that's coming in, and I know that he's a friend of yours from a long time. You knew him almost your whole life. That's what I want to say. And I know this is a person who is very social, and I know he's very flirty, and I know he liked to date a lot of the girls, and I know he's that kind of a guy. That's your friend. You've known him almost your whole life. Would you understand that? And she says, yes, since preschool and elementary school and junior high school and college. And I said, wonderful. So you have this good friend that's on the other side. And she says, yes. And I said, and he's flirty, dated all the girls, social, all. Absolutely, absolutely. And I said, okay, terrific. I said, but he also makes me aware that he struggled a little bit with some depression, if you can understand that. And she says, yes. And I said, your friend is coming in here because he's making me aware that you aren't being yourself so much these days, and that you're not being flirty and social. And he's coming forward to encourage you to start dating again, if that would make sense. He wants to come forward and start dating again. Would that make sense for you? Because this is what I'm feeling with your friend, that you need to kind of have some fun and get flirty and start socializing and go dating again. And she says, I have been divorced, and I've been struggling and not wanting to date. And it's just been a nightmare, this whole dating online and everything. And I'm really discouraged. And I said, well, your friend is coming in to encourage you to start doing it. So that friend from all these years was kind of helping her to kind of lift her up a little bit, to encourage her to get out on that dating field again. And I thought that was so cool. And then I had another one with a woman that came in. I said, I got a friend here. It's a girlfriend, another client. I have a girlfriend that's coming in that you would have known many, many years, 20 plus years. And she's coming in here, and she's a ball of energy, and she's full of life, and she dressed really, really well, and she's super social, and she never would miss a party, and really fun and enthusiastic. I said, would you know somebody like that? She goes, oh, yes. And I said, wonderful. I said, she makes me aware that you weren't around when she passed, that you guys weren't speaking, that you weren't talking. And she tells me that you have a heavy heart because you weren't friends with her. You weren't talking with her as she, at the time when she passed away. Would you understand that? And she goes, she passed 4 days ago. And I can't stop thinking about her and how I feel so badly that we didn't get to see each other and we weren't communicating when she passed. And I said, she's coming in and said, don't you worry about it. Life is like that. It's okay. Here I am. She says, hi. And my client goes, hi, Maria. So cute. And she was encouraging her to have some enthusiasm in her life. I said, your friend is wanting to give you a shot of enthusiasm to lift you up, to get out there and feel yourself again and have fun, have more fun, that you're not having any fun. And she says, I'm not. And she wanted to come in and give you a shot of enthusiasm and to not worry about feeling bad about not talking. She says, everything stays in my heart, our whole relationship right here. Don't you worry. And it really touched my client for her friend to come in and say that. So anyway, I just share these. I'm kind of going a little longer than I should, but I just want to say that sometimes we don't realize who is really supporting us on the other side. And it's always who we think it is, but it's oftentimes people that you don't even think it is. So here's 3 examples of people on the other side who are very much around my clients, wanting to lift them up, and they were coming in to help them in an area that they were struggling in at this time. And it was really profound, and I'm probably not even saying it quite as well as it all went down, but it was really amazing. So please understand that the spirit world is very much around us, and they see what's going on and where our struggles are. And you never know who's going to be coming in to be the one that kind of lifts you, or like that friend, give a shot of enthusiasm for her girlfriend. So anyway, I just love that. I love working with the spirit world and being able to help clients in the way that they need through people that they know and love on the other side. I love it. So anyway.
And you've got actually a couple of small group events still coming up, right?
Yes, I do.
And October 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep,
So
I do.
We talked about this last week. This is a good way to kind of dip your toe in.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yep, it is. And so I have a small group reading that's going to be October 10th. It's Saturday. And I only have 8 people, and it's going to be everybody gets a reading. So it's a wonderful way for someone who maybe doesn't want to do a full 1 hour or kind of wants to feel it out a little bit. Small group readings are wonderful because you get to listen to everybody receive a message and get a reading from their loved ones, and you get a reading from your loved ones. And it's really great. And they're super powerful nights, and always, not only do you feel lifted from your messages from those that come in for you, but also from others. And you don't not get touched by other people's readings too. And so I have 2 that's going to be in October. It's going to be Saturday, October 10th from 5 to 6:30. There's 2 tickets left. If you would like to do that, you can go on my upcoming events page of my website, which is monicaturlanes.com, and you can get that ticket. Also Sunday, October 11th, I'm going to do a late morning small group reading. 8 tickets are available. I think there's 4 left or something, and you can do that. And it's 11 a.m. to 12:30 on Sunday, October 11th. So both are available on my website, monicaturlanes.com. If you're interested, it's a wonderful way to tip your toe in. You can really see how the spirit world lifts the hearts of those that are participating. And
of course,
I think you'll like it.
There's always the private, just like you're speaking of. They can always on your website and do a private, just like you're speaking for a whole hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So like a small group reading sometimes allows you to kind of see how I work and see how the spirit world works with me and how the messages are delivered. And sometimes you want to do a private reading after that, or sometimes you just want to do a private reading. You want that whole hour to yourself with your loved ones. And so you can absolutely do that. I do them all on Zoom or over the phone or in person in my Orange County office. So those are the 3 different options of how I do readings. And all the readings are about an hour, and they're private. And you can go on my Book a Personal Reading page of my website, and you can look at the calendar, pick your time and day, secure your reading, and you'll get a Zoom link and all that. So,
just a couple comments before you move it. Pamela Smith says, your small group readings are amazing. It's a wonderful experience, very heartwarming to listen to others, get visits from loved ones. Your husband, of course, is on, by the way.
Oh, hi, honey.
There was a comment, though, earlier. I got to find it. just because you were talking about the trend of all the longtime friends.
Yeah. Guys, it's just amazing. What I just find amazing about that, it was a total theme this week. Like almost every reading I gave this week had a specific message specific to my client from somebody that they knew and loved.
Way back.
Way back. I'm talking 20, 30 years, 40 years ago that came in, boom, and it was on point on what they were going through in their life. And it's so comforting, I think, because it lets you know that, you are being supported. And it's wonderful because you're like, you didn't necessarily think that person. And every single time they're like, didn't expect that one to come in, didn't expect them to come in. And their loved ones still came in, but then so did these wonderful surprise visits. And I just think it's awesome.
Dottie Grant said,
Hi, Dottie.
She said, this being the Jewish New Year, it is a very profound week for all people to be connected to ancestors from many generations ago. Not surprised to hear that it was happening in your readings.
Right. Good point, Dottie. Good point. Because it really was such a theme. And, you get it now. You always get it a little bit, but it was like every single reading was like that this week. It was insane. So thank you for shining some light, Dottie. See, I told you we're all teachers, aren't we? So thank you, Dottie, for teaching me. Thank you for letting I didn't even think about that, but makes perfect sense. Absolutely. So wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Right on point. Perfect. Love that. So that was that. And then let me just see what else. So does anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any questions they want to ask me? Anything like that? While G is looking at anything you want to?
Looking at some notes here, just kind of going back. There was just a comment, back in the very beginning, you had asked if they would chime in about what Monday nights are like. And here.
Yeah.
And Kat Marie just said every Monday night, Monica reads a beautiful letter and we get to chime in, give feedback, ask questions, and Monica gives away some amazing things. It's a really beautiful thing and a great way to make our Mondays awesome.
Aw, thank you, Kat. Thank you,
Kat. Monica are awesome too, which it
really
is.
Thank you.
Like, we talk about this it's quite the community.
We're really building a nice little community here of positivity, and I love that. And it kind of goes very much with the letters from Edgar, which is about positivity and help uplifting us as well. I love that. So thank you for sharing that, Kat. I appreciate that. Thank you. And that's why I do it on Mondays, because it kind of gives us a little bit of fuel in our tank to kind of get us through the week a little bit, to kind of put us on the right footing for the week. That's why I chose Mondays to do these letters.
And you just covered it, but I know that a couple people are asking the cost, and of course that's on your website. So when they go to your website, they'll be able to see what the cost is for the group reading.
Yeah, for the group readings, all you have to do is just go to my upcoming events page, just click on the image, and it'll take you right there. You'll see the price, and also for the private readings. Yeah, you'll see it right there. So it's all there. So it's all good.
There's a question, and I know you won't be able to directly channel when we're doing money, but I think you could do just a quick overview because we have a lot of new folks on.
Okay.
And the question is this. Joyce says, my husband passed away suddenly in February, and although we were estranged, is he okay? So in general, can you speak of when they pass? That's a question you get all the time. Are they okay when they pass?
I have never, ever had anybody come in that was not okay. I have never had anybody come in that was not okay. Never.
Right. So
not one. Yes. Not one. And it doesn't matter how they passed. Car accident, if they took their life, if they passed quickly, if it doesn't matter. I mean, I've brought through people who have passed in so many different ways, and the relationships with people so different from one another, from reading to reading. The relationships are different, and how they pass different. They're always good. That I will tell you. I have not had one, not one.
Because I see that. I see that trend.
And I don't think I will. Yeah.
But I know that's what people think that, right? We all thought that at a time or two.
Yeah. Well, because because when we love somebody and now they're gone, we worry. Like, are they okay? Where are they? What are they doing? What are they? And oftentimes you'll get answers from what your heart is really in need to know. Not always necessarily what you want to know, but what your heart needs to know is what always gets answered in a reading.
That's what's amazing about it.
Which was what, like the girl I just told you about, how her friend came in who just passed 4 days ago, and that she came right in and said, she's making me aware that you felt bad, that you didn't have a relationship, you weren't talking to one another when she passed away. She tells me you have a heavy heart about this. Would that make sense? And my client started crying. She says, yes, I've been so upset about it ever since I heard that she passed. And there she was right there saying, don't be that way. It's all good. I get it. It's all right. Here I am. All these memories we have is all right in my heart. So she said, so she was good. So yeah, but that was in her heart. And so her friend knew and came in. So they always answer your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just for a second, can you speak on, because there's a question on here, are spirits around on Mondays? Can you just speak of the fact that spirits, they're always with us? Like they're with us all the time. We just have to pay attention.
Yeah. They're always there. Like, I mean, they're always there. So spirit is always around. And sometimes people ask me, like, can you ever tune it out? Can you ever tune out? Because spirit's always around. Can you tune out? And yes, yeah, I can. Spirit's always around. And really, your loved ones show up and are around you the moment you think about them. See, that thought, putting that thought out brings them near you. So you thinking about your loved ones when you're at home, when you're stirring your sugar in your coffee, or whether you're getting ready to go to bed, or whatever it is, wherever it is for you, when you think about your loved ones, they're with you. They come in when you think about them. Yeah, definitely. So was that did I answer the question?
You did.
Or did I overpass it?
No, you did. You definitely did. I'm kind of excited for this week's letter from Spirit. Should we?
Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to give away a free reading tonight.
Oh yeah. Don't forget that.
So I got to put my glasses on so I can read it. Okay. All right. So, are you sitting on the sidelines in life? Indeed. It is that we are always happy to step forward and work in this way, to be here and share thoughts, to get you thinking, you see, and more importantly, to get you feeling. For life gives you many things to feel. Life truly is a playground of feelings. It is your playground to feel. Do you know this? Do you know that life is a playground, and it is for you to choose how you wish to play? And the way you choose to play is through how you feel at any given moment, at any given time, on any given day. For life is your playground each and every day, and it is always for you to decide how you want to play. Do you ask yourself the question, how do I wish to play today? Do you treat your day as though it was a playground? Do you feel into the emotions that you have every day? We say you do. We say you very much do feel into the emotions. What we say, though, is that there are many of you not with the emotions of playing. You carry around emotions more of defeat than you do play. For if your life is a playground and you are playing, let's say a game, it is that many of you step into your day or walk through your day with a very defeated mindset, a very defeated energetic place. And we say it really must not have to be that way. And yet many of you find it far easier to feel defeated than feel triumphant. And do you know, there is always one or the other. You are either winning or you are not. You are either triumphant or you aren't. You are either a victim or you are victorious. And we say that many of you find it far easier to be defeated, perhaps even at times feeling as a victim. And we say this here to just open your eyes a bit, to just allow you to pay attention to how you step onto your playground. Your playing field is what we'd like to say. For life is your field and you are playing it, whether you see that or not. And it is always for you to decide on what side of the field you wish to play on, the offensive side or the defensive side. And we say many play defensively. We say that it is oftentimes that you, perhaps not even consciously, but perhaps more subconsciously, for you see many of you have become quite familiar with playing defensively, not playing triumphantly. You've become quite comfortable with this, you see, and it's become quite ordinary and normal for many of you. And we say it mustn't be that way. You must see yourself as the player on the field. And what kind of player are you? Are you one that sits on the bench? Are you one that sits on the sidelines? Or are you one that is actually on the field? Think about this for a second. For how you are stepping onto your day will always let you know if you are on the bench, on the sidelines, or playing on the field. For you see, action is required whenever a game is played. You cannot play a game without any action steps, correct? Would you agree? There is a need to have motion, to have movement, and although some would say you are on the bench waiting to play, but the opportunity has not presented itself. The name has not been called. Many of you too, perhaps sometimes, sit on the sidelines and on the bench, waiting for the just right opportunity to come along. And we say, there is never the right opportunity. There is only a opportunity. And we say it is very important for you to understand that, for many of you prevent yourselves from playing on the field, playing in this life, because you are waiting for the right opportunities. You are waiting for the right mate. You are waiting for the right career, the right job, the right time, the right home, the right this, the right that. And we say there is only opportunity. How you step into the opportunity is what creates that opportunity to be right for you or not. But one can never know without doing, and therefore action is necessary. Do you agree? So many of you wait for the right job, or hold off applying for that job, waiting for the right skill set to emerge within you. Waiting for the right job to come in the right location, at the right time in your life. And we say there is no better time than the time of now. Do you understand what we mean? That it is very important for you and very helpful for you to understand that the game in which you're playing, that this field in life that you play upon is always going. There is a game always playing, you see. There is always movement that is necessary. For one can never win a game. A football player can never win a game. A soccer player can never win a game. A baseball player can never win a game. A tennis player can never win a game. A hockey player can never win a game without being on the field, without taking movement and action towards the game in which he or there or she are there to play. And we say you should treat life more like this, we say. That life is always presenting to you a playing field. And it is for you to decide if you wish to step onto the field or not. There is no right opportunity or wrong opportunity. There is only the now. And we say the now is very important, you see, because you can only create in the now. You can only develop what is in the now. You can only build what is in the now. So taking movement and taking action and taking steps towards anything that you wish to have requires action. It requires you to step onto the playing field, and your life is in many ways a playing field. It is for you to decide what is that you are playing, how you choose to play, how you are showing up. Are you on the bench? Are you on the sidelines? Are you on the field? Stop and pause a moment here now and think. Where are you positioned? Are you a player that is on the bench, waiting for the right opportunity to come along before the career opportunity can present itself? Are you waiting for the right time in your life before the right man or woman is going to show up in your life? Are you on the sidelines waiting for that person to present that opportunity to you? Waiting for the door to knock? Or are you out there knocking on the doors? And we say it would be good to pay attention here to how you are stepping into the playing field. And at any given moment of any given day in which you are fortunate and gifted and blessed to have, it is always up to you on how you are playing. So how are you playing? Are you going after life with zest and excitement? Do you enter your playing field of your life excited for what will be? The wanting of a victory that day, wanting to move in a direction that is closer to your finish line, to your goal. Are you going after your life with the intention of winning? And what is winning? What is winning to you? Do you see yourself as one who wins? And do you understand that you are entirely responsible for your win or your loss? And we say this gets some people perhaps a bit uncomfortable, as you scratch your heads and say, I would never want to lose. And we say, do you really feel that way? Because if you look at how you step into your life, do you step into your life excited? Do you step into your day with vigor or with enthusiasm? Do you have a mindset of winning for yourself that day? Or do you have that mindset of feeling defeated with no excitement towards the day at all? Not seeing how you can win at all up against a team that you can never win. You may call that life. And what we're here to say is, you are life. You are life. And it is always for you to win it. But do you begin your day with the intention and the mindset of winning? When we say winning in life, we mean being happy. We mean finding joy. We mean moving towards what feels good to you. Do you see? This is winning. Do you understand? But do you move towards things that feel good to you? Do you move towards a direction that feels better for you? Or do you stay right where you are when things feel uneasy, when things feel uncomfortable? Do you stay in a place that makes you feel defeated? Do you keep yourself on the sidelines watching life go by? Watching others experiencing life, having their successes, and you wonder why you aren't having any. Perhaps yourself at the moment in the area that you wish success to be. But then you must also ask yourself, am I stepping into this area in my life, that playing field of my life, with excitement, with my desires charged, with my mindset of winning, of achieving what it is that I want and wish to have? Do you? This is for you to ask yourself. We are here to just shine a little light in this area for you, to let you know and understand that life is a marvelous, wondrous field of possibilities and opportunities for you. And the opportunities and possibilities are all over your field, all over your playground, all over your playing field. And we say some of you perhaps sit on the sidelines and sit on the bench looking out at the playing field and watching others going after what it is that they want. And we say you could have what you wish as well. But there must be action towards anything that you want. There must be action towards feeling a way that you wish to feel. And what we mean is, it is important for you to always move towards a place on the field that feels better. To do that, you must have action. You must move there. There must be motion. You must get off the bench and try. So we're here to say to you, for some of you, not all, but for some, that we see it is time to get off the bench now. It is time to play and take part in this wonderful life. And we say, as you do, you will come straight ahead with the possibilities and opportunities for you, because they are all on the playing field, and they cannot be met from the bench or from the sidelines. So we say, put on your jersey and tighten your laces and step off the bench and step onto your playing field of life. As you place the helmet on your head, consider that your mindset for winning. Many of you feel this game of life is difficult, too challenging, and we say it is far more challenging to stay on the sidelines. It is far more challenging to keep yourself on the bench, because as you stay on the sidelines and you stay on the bench, you keep yourself from any and all possibilities that are awaiting for you and all those opportunities, which when you begin to move with them, you will find all of those that feel right for you. But they will never be found on the sidelines, and they will never be found or felt on the bench. We say move. We say try. Get out there and take part of this glorious game called life, and know that you are a very important player for yourself and for those that are around you, playing with you. So we wish to give you just something to think about. Think about your life as a playing field. Think about where you are positioning yourself on that playing field, or if in fact you're on that playing field at all. Are you watching from a distance, watching life go by? Or are you interacting with it, taking part of it, playing in it? That is something only you can answer. And we merely come forward to ask you the question, so you may ask yourself. And we say there is no wrong answer. There is only the answer that is in this very moment of how you feel. But you can change at any given moment how you position yourself on the field. That is always in your control, and we wish you to know that. And isn't it wonderful to know that? That you can decide where you position yourself on your playing field in life, and that the only thing that has kept you in that position has been yourself. And the only one that can bring you there also is yourself. So you see, you are a very important player on your field of life. What kind of player are you? This is for you to answer. And know that if you are recognizing now that you have not been quite the player that you should have been, know and understand that just by becoming aware now in this moment of it, you can change it entirely. And know too that that is also your power. We wish you all to be winners in your life. We wish you all to play and enjoy the life in which you are in, for it is meant to be enjoyed. But to enjoy it, you must know and understand the way you step into play. And sometimes there needs to be a flashlight placed amongst each of you so you can see if your jersey is on you or not. And to always know and understand that you can always place the jersey on you if you have realized that it has not been on you yet. This too is your power. We look forward very much to seeing all the ways in which you now begin to step into your playing field and enjoy the way you are playing. It is so. We thank you for this time and this opportunity, being with you in this way. It gives us much happiness to come forward, to give you once again a little more to put your attention towards, to ask yourself the questions that help you become more aware of how you are stepping into your beautiful life that you have been so gifted to live. It is so. And until next time, there is great love for you here. Edgar.
Love it. I love the comments too.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've got some.
So it was a little bit longer letter, but so I think that we need to kind of ask ourselves just a little bit here as we can think about our life as the playing field, and we can think of that. It's maybe important for us to kind of understand where perhaps are we standing on the sidelines in our life? Is it personally? Is it professionally? What is causing us to stand on that sideline? What's keeping us on the bench? What's keeping us on the sidelines? What's preventing us from moving forward in our career, in our personal life, in our relationships? What is that for you? It's personal and unique to each of us. And some of us might be on the sidelines because we're afraid to move forward into a new career venture. Some of us have been hurt in relationships and we're afraid to step into a new relationship. It feels like too much work and we're exhausted. Is that what it is? What is it? What is keeping you on the sidelines? And I loved how they said that there was no right or wrong opportunity. There was only the opportunity that is now, and it is about us stepping into it, and the way we step into it is what lets us know if the opportunity is right for us or not. And we don't know that if we don't try. If we don't get out there and play, we don't know that field of possibility for us from the sidelines. And I thought that was kind of beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I got a couple.
Okay.
I'm just going to read a couple.
Yeah, please.
Feedback. So
Okay.
Pamela, and there's some great ones here, but Pamela Smith said she's spent a lot of time on the bench. She said, but recently she stepped out to the playing field and she's feeling excited.
Talk a little louder so I can hear
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm talking as loud as
Yeah.
I always do.
No, okay. No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Just that she's been on the bench, but
Okay.
recently stepped out to the playing field and she's feeling excited. She
Good.
said that.
Okay, good. So you feel different stepping onto the field opposed to being on the bench.
What she says, she's had a heavy heart for a long time,
Mhm.
and she says it's recently was lifted, and I'm back on the playing field again. Jeannie says she's definitely moves away from the negativity to get back on the playing field.
Okay, good. Good.
And
Good.
Carrie says take that first step off the sidelines, start living your happy life.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, and then Elisa says, I stay on the bench. So there were a few comments that said they're struggling to
Mm-hmm.
come off the bench. Some say it's fear of the
Mm-hmm.
unknown. We've talked about that
Mm-hmm.
before, but it's a fear making that first jump, you know.
But face the fear disappears, right? I mean, that's a you know famous little quote, right? So, and I really do, I think sometimes what we're most afraid of are the thoughts that we hold about stepping into it. And I think so much of that is man-made anyway, and I don't really think most of the things that we're afraid of is really anything to be afraid of. I think we've kind of created a little bit of those barriers for ourselves because of some of those thoughts that we hold. And I think we need to analyze and look at some of the thoughts that we're holding about certain things that are keeping us on the sidelines, preventing us from being on the playing field where the possibilities and opportunities await us, and getting into life and being excited about playing the game. So I think we need to pay attention to the thoughts that we're holding that are creating those fear, because I bet you it's the thoughts that you're holding that's making you feel fearful. It's not really the situation.
Yeah, and Summer White says this is exactly what she says I needed to hear today. Something
Good, Summer.
told me to join the live, and now I know why.
Good.
This experience is so beautiful. Thank you for doing this for us.
Good.
You're truly a blessing.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed. I feel there's no coincidences, right? I think everyone's where they need to be to hear what they need to hear. And listen, all of us are going to take that letter a little bit differently, right? And you're supposed to, because we're all at different places and we all have different things that keep us on the sidelines or keep us on the bench. And there's different reasons on why we're not playing. And that's why they said that's a question to ask yourself, because my reason would be different than your reason, would be different than Gia's reasons, would be different than Summer's reasons, that would be different from Pamela's reasons. And so we all have to understand that this life is individual, and how we step in is individual too, and what holds us from playing is individual also. And so we can't compare ourselves to other people, and we can't compare ourselves if we've been on the bench and someone's been living life playing on that field for 10 years. We can't compare ourselves to them. They may not have had the experiences that kept us in that thought process, that kept us on the sidelines. And so we need to honor where we are and honor ourselves enough also to be willing to get up and to step out, and love ourselves enough to try, like Edgar says, to try. And it's time to play, and let's get out there and let's give it a go. And I think you'll find life will flow.
And it doesn't have to be a jump,
No.
full force in tomorrow.
Yeah.
You can, again, dip your toe little by little. I'm going to do something different today, whatever it is where you need to get back on the field. Just one little thing a day.
And I just got a visual here. And I had this visual of my son who used to play soccer, and and they would have the kids on the bench, and then the coach would call the name, and then the kid would get up and they would run out on the field, right? And I kind of like that visual. So maybe give yourself a visual, like Edgar had said, place the helmet on your head and allow that to be your mindset to step into your day. So put an imaginary helmet on your head. It's just like the coach that sends the kid out onto the field, and they run out with excitement to play the game. And I just remembered that. I remember my kid always going out and just wanting to play that game. And all the kids would just run out on the field. And I like that visual. So maybe give yourself a visual that allows you to feel excited about wanting no longer to be on the bench, because it's not really fun to be on the bench.
Yeah, and on my visual,
what athlete wants to really be on the bench? They wear the jersey because they want to play. And we're here in life because we're supposed to experience, and so we should be wanting to be on that field and be able to touch upon the possibilities and opportunities that show up for us when we have the motion and the action steps that Edgar was talking about.
Yeah. I mean, lots of like I said, Maria says she's standing on the sidelines in fear of meeting wrong guy, right? She says moments of excitement, but tends to go back to the bench.
Who says that? Maria?
Maria did.
But Maria, probably, do you have bad experiences from past relationships? And so in your mind, you're hanging on to the past relationship, and instead of allowing yourself new game. I don't think that when you play on the field that you should have, the athletes leave the game when the game is over, it's done. And next week it's a new game. And they come in with their new enthusiasm and their new excitement for the new game. And maybe you should look at that. If there was a past relationship that was a little bit hard for you, to understand that was a game. You're the athlete that played that game. And if you didn't win that game, that's not going to keep you discouraged from wanting to play the next game. You come with the excitement for the next round, the next game.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
Alexandra said she'd rather get her ass kicked on the playing field than it sure beats the hell out of sitting on the sidelines.
Right? Because sometimes there's it feels good. I mean, honestly, and I just mean this, but sometimes when you finish a game and you're a soccer player, football player, and you're exhausted and you're beat up and you're tired and maybe you hurt your knee, but gosh, you just played that game. And there is something about just saying, gosh, I did it. I did great. And I just think there's something about just that motion. It changes our vibration, our frequency, that motion, that action, that playing. It shifts something within us, and we have energy within us that we don't have when we're on the sidelines.
Yeah. Just a couple more comments. Beth Ann says she just got onto the field, so
good.
Getting out there.
Good. What color's your jersey?
Gidget says extremely empowering.
Wonderful.
And let's see.
And like Edgar's always giving us, if you notice, they kind of like in this letter, they didn't like kick her butt, but they kind of wanted us to be aware of how we step into life sometimes, and in what areas we kind of struggle with stepping on the field. But they're always so encouraging to say, like they said, this is in your power. You could put the jersey on. You could get off the bench. You could choose, that is your power. And they said, isn't that marvelous? You have the power. And they talked about this life being a beautiful gift. And it's marvelous. And, it's to be played. Nobody wants to be a player, an athlete, and not play in the game. Yeah. I like how they made the analogy of a field. With sports. I'm not a sports girl, but I understood it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not a sports girl, but my kids played sports, but I never did sports, but I understood what they were talking about, the sidelines and the bench and
everything I got
in the field.
What you were saying was be the MVP of your own game. That's what I kept getting in my head.
I love that.
Be the MVP of your own game.
See, Gia got be the MVP of your own game. I saw my kid running out to the field and soccer, and the coach calls you out, and you're like, excited to get out there and kick some butt, and be supercharged. So that was like my visual. So did you guys get a visual? Was there a visual that you had from the words from Edgar? Was there something that kind of dropped in your head that could give you a visual to help you forward a little bit to get out on the field?
They love the reading, that's for sure.
Good.
No, all very positive.
Good. Okay, perfect. Cool. So, so do you want to win a reading?
Ooh. I'm betting they do.
All right. So I'm going to give away a private 30-minute reading with me tonight. And so what we're going to do, very easy. You were here, you're online, you listened to the letter, you understand the message loud and clear. So now what I just want you to do is, to win is, let's see if I can be organized. Okay. I wrote it down. Hang on. Okay. So here's all I want you to do. Now, I'm going to intuitively pick the winner. So I'm going to intuitively pick you, so I don't need a lot of words. I'm just going to go into the word that you pick, and I'm going to go into you, and I'm going to go into the word and the word that associates to your emotion. So I'm just going to intuitively kind of go in. So all I want you to do is to write a word or two on what area in life currently is keeping you in the sidelines. So what area in your life right now is currently keeping you on the sidelines, on the bench? What area? Is it personal? Is it relationship? Is it, what is it? And one word, how can you step onto your playing field? Like that soccer player who the coach just said, get out, it's your turn, you're up. And you run on the field. What would that be for you to help you have excitement to move into your life and off of the sidelines, off of the bench? Okay, so Gia?
So yeah, just one time, just need to post once. I'm going to go through the end and until the end. If for some reason I get through these, but they don't always come in the order you may see them. So let me get to the end and I'll ask if anybody's did not get read. I also, when I read them to Monica, it will be by initial only. I never say your name. So obviously listen for your initial. And yeah, pretty easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Okay. Peasy. Someone's going to win a reading with me. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yay. All right. All right, so you guys go ahead and do that. While you're doing that, I read something here that I thought was kind of cool. Here's a quote. I love quotes, by the way, if any of you guys are new. I love quotes. You are not a victim. No matter what you have been through, you're still here. You may have been challenged, hurt, betrayed, beaten, and discouraged, but nothing has defeated you. You are still here. You have been delayed, but not denied. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You have a history of victory. I love that. That was awesome. I love that. So, okay. So I just thought that was kind of cute. I like that. So, Letters from Spirit is every Monday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So just like now, I come on every Monday, and Gia joins us, and so it's every Monday. Every week's a different letter. Sometimes it's longer letters, sometimes it's shorter. Every week I give away a private reading with me. So every week somebody wins a private reading. Remind you all that I do have small group readings in October. There's 2 tickets left for October 10th, 5 to 6:30. You could buy the ticket on my upcoming events page. The group reading's an hour and a half. There's 8 people. Everybody gets a reading, and they're really, really fun. And so I think that they're really empowering and powerful, and they're great. So if you've never done a group reading, that would be something really wonderful. If you've never had a reading, that's a great way to tip your toe in. If you want to get a private reading with me, of course, my book a personal reading page of my website, and the group readings you could get on my upcoming events page on my website. So go to my website, monicaturlings.com, upcoming events page, get the event, book a personal reading if you want a 1-hour session with me. So that's how you can get a reading. But
ready to run down?
You're ready?
These? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So we're gonna get going. I'm gonna start. Gotta get to work now. So hang on. Let's see who's gonna win. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay. DP.
Okay.
Dementia. CS. My health. JC. So much loss this year. BA. Trust.
Wait, what BA?
BA. Trust.
Mm-hmm.
AK. My PTSD. AB. Hurt within. DG. Relationship. ML. ML.
Mm-hmm.
Fear.
Mm-hmm.
RD. Caregiver. JH. Personal relationships. VH. Relationship work. Trust again.
Mm-hmm.
AW. Grief and loneliness. SW. My anxiety. JC. Loss. LM. This pandemic has got me down.
A lot of people, darling. I understand.
MS. My lack of self-confidence and depression. LM. Loss and trying to move on. DH. Loss of a daughter. TZ.
So sorry. T to what?
TZ. Loss of my mom, grief. DD. Personal relationship. GD. Relationship standing up for me and my wants and needs. CS, being sad, lonely, hard to get out there. MA, personal loss and figuring out what my field should be. I'm stuck. SH, healing, grief, closure. SS, personal, fear. It's your time to live. CH, career, take chances, have faith. DM, career of heartfelt leadership. KM, my son's autism, comma, my mother's wings. JO, my mindset, time to just do it. SW, trying to move on. KM, career change. Fear holds me hostage. DR, autoimmune, self-motivation. SC, personally.
SC?
SC, personally, grief and loneliness. CC, relationships / family. CS, staying positive. MF, grief, need to move forward and create new happiness. KM, old wounds. KM. MM, healing a broken heart. BD, heavy heart. But I have to accept the love I was gifted with is now a shield I can use to move forward and onto the field of life. VH, loss and hurt. LS, healing my heart. NA, my creative artwork, painting rocks, and want to whittle wood carvings. Get rockin', chop, chop. BW, loss of my son. AS, no good reason. SS,
Okay.
loss of my fiance. And I think that's it. I'm seeing people, some are putting a few more than once. We just need you to put it once, guys. So if I read once, I'm not gonna, I see more coming on. So let me just see, did we get everybody at least one time? And I think we did, because I don't see any, like I said, I saw a couple duplicates, but I know everybody got at least one.
Okay. Okay, so while Gia is calculating, because I don't know who won because I just did it intuitively. So I don't have anyone's name, so she has to find the person that I selected. So in the meantime, I'll do a couple of positive quotes while she's finding the winner. Okay, so here's the first quote. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. The game of life has two participants, spectators and players. Pick one. Life is a game, and you are the player. As you master the game, so you also create it. That feels powerful. Okay. Part of playing the game of life is you're going to have some losses. Joe Gibbs. This is from Larry Bird. I think he was a really famous basketball coach.
He was.
Yeah. My opinion about basketball, the way I was taught, was when you step on the court, you play to win. If life doesn't offer a game worth playing, then invent a new one. Anthony J. D'Angelo. George Bernard Shaw. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Okay. How well you play the game of life comes down to the sum of your choices. Whatever you decide, don't be the chess piece, be the chess player. Okay. And the last one. On particularly rough days, when I'm sure that I can't possibly endure, I like to remind myself that my track record for getting through bad days so far is 100%. And that's pretty good.
That's a good one.
I love it. I thought I'd end on that one. I love that, right? Because listen, right? I mean, think about what we've all gone through, and here we are. So we've all had hard struggles and tough times, and in some games we haven't won. But here we are. So I think that's a pretty cool one. I love that. On particularly rough days when I'm sure I can't possibly endure, I like to remind myself that my track record for getting through bad days so far is 100%. That's pretty good. I think that's a good thing to remember. So the winner, Gia, who won?
You want me? I'll read it.
Yeah, you want to read it? You read it.
Okay.
Yep.
The winner is Anne Colatone Williams with Grief and Loneliness was her answer. So it's Anne.
Who was?
Anne Williams.
Anne Williams.
And she, yes, okay. Anne Williams, and it was
Hi, Anne.
She had grief and loneliness was what you picked up on intuitively. So congratulations, Anne.
Congratulations, Anne. So what I'd like you to do is go on my Facebook, go and message me on my Facebook page. Go to my messenger, and I'd like you to give me your email address, and please let me know where you are in the world, so I know your time zone, if you're Central or Mountain or Pacific or Eastern. Let me know that. Maybe let me know if Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays are better days for you, if there's a couple of times in those days that are better for you. Give me some options. And tomorrow, I won't do it tonight, but tomorrow I will get back to you. So if you message me, I will get you on the calendar quickly. I try not to make anybody wait. So I will get to it quickly. Thank you for being here tonight, and thank you so much for all of you guys sharing in. Please know that all of your comments, and even in this exercise for winning, we're all winners. And know that through the comments that you share, it helps other people too. And it also lets us all know that we all have a little something in common. And I think that's really wonderful too. And so please know that this is a wonderful supportive group. And I love coming on Mondays, every Monday, 5 o'clock right here, just like last time. Would love to see you here again next week with next week's letter. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll post it on Saturday and or Sunday. And I think that's it, right? You guys had And anything else or anything like that? I think we're good.
She gives a big thank you. Anne says thank you.
Okay, perfect. Good. So please message me, honey, and I'll get you on the calendar for all of you. I love you all. I wish everybody could win, but keep going because I give a reading every single week. And you can always get a private reading for me on my off my website or go to one of my group events. Okay, I have 2 coming up in a couple weeks, so you can always do that as well. Okay, guys. So thanks for chiming in so much. It was great tonight, and Gia and I certainly love being with all of you. So
yes.
Thanks so much. Okay. And until next time, until Monday, we'll see you next week.
Have a great week, guys.
Okay. Bye.